Hi folks, and here we are live on the Scott Show. We are rocking it, just as we always do. I'm doing the Raw recap show. I am a little on the late side doing this. I did miss some of Raw, so I wanted to catch up and get some of the stuff I missed. So if it isn't something that it's like, well, this didn't happen exactly the way you're talking. I am reading it, of course, from lordsofpain.net. I am a big wrestling fan, love my wrestling stuff. So we do got a lot to go through. It's 3-hour Monday Night Raw. So it is what it is, folks, and let's rock and roll to this thing. Now, they were in the Honda Center in Anaheim. If you guys have been paying attention to any of the stuff that's been going on, Anaheim is kind of an important city to everything that's just kind of going on with 102550. So we know this city quite well. Alright, first match, Roman Reigns versus Jason Jordan. A better match than what I thought it was going to be. Roman actually gave him a little bit more, so it looked better than what I thought it was going to be. Roman Reigns did win the match, and then of course John Cena comes out, blistering promo on him again. This match at No Mercy between Reigns and Cena is going to be one of those that I think Roman's going to win the match, only because I think John Cena's gone for a while. I don't think it's going to be really weird. Because they are really putting out a whole bunch of stuff. Just talking about way too personal stuff when it comes to this match. So, yeah. Reigns says because Reigns is selling the tickets that Cena hasn't sold in years. Wow. Some of this stuff is... And Reigns likes the B word. I don't understand that either. But it is what it is. Never been a big fan of John Cena. Very interested in what they do with this match. But I think that Roman is going to win. I might be cheering on Roman in this one because I don't like John Cena. So, yeah, that was okay. Emma and Sasha Banks. They're really trying to push Emma. She is in the Fatal 4-Way with Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and Alexa Bliss at No Mercy. So that'll be an interesting match there in No Mercy. But this one, Sasha wins with the bank statement. And big news coming out of Raw. Asuka, the NXT champion, is coming to Raw as she is signed with the Raw brand and will be making her debut very, very soon. Another big announcement is that tomorrow night, and it is in Paradise, Nevada, it is the Mae Young Classic Finals. It is going to be very interesting to see who wins and how they push the winner of that. Shayna Baszler is one of them, and Kairi Sane, or however you say her name, Japanese athlete. So it'll be an interesting match between those two, and we'll see who wins and see how they push the winner. So they're definitely going to take a lot of those girls from the Mae Young Classic and use them shortly. You had Brock come out with Paul Heyman, and Paul made this great speech and said, hey, my guy is beating everybody. Braun, who are you? Come on and face off against Brock. And Braun does it and, again, takes down Brock in no time at all. And I'm always wondering what their game plan is with this, because if it's a game plan that, oh, well, look how easy Braun does it now, watch how easy he does it and wins the title, that might be the push. But then you have the kind of idea of the pool game, where you have a hustler, and, Lesnar's not even trying, and yet he shows up at this next thing and tries. Who knows how they're doing this. It will be an interesting bout. As the main event of No Mercy, Braun and Brock. Goldust and Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt wins the match. What was really kind of important in this match is he started cleaning off the paint off of Goldust and called him a mere mortal and all this other stuff. Really weird how they're treating that character. I'd love to see Goldust do something. And actually, I'd like to see him fight The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. That to me would be great if they put Goldust in a feud with The Miz for the title, because they need to do something with The Miz. Now he's going to be a father. Him and Maurice announced that they're going to be parents for the first time ever, which is so cool. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson faced off against Sheamus and Cesaro. Rollins and Ambrose came out and fought, and Angle said, no, it ain't going to happen. You need to find another partner, which that'll be coming up later. So Nia Jax came out, and Alexa Bliss says, I can't believe Asuka's going to try to steal my thunder. It should be the Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss show. And she, kisses up to Nia Jax quite a bit. And next week we're going to have the singles match between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss, as they will be fighting in the ring, and that will be very interesting. You have not seen the kind of blow-off that you needed so far for that, and it will be interesting. Then they had Elias. Elias came out to do his thing. Interesting character, that Elias. I'm quite taken back on his character and what he can do. So we'll see how that all works out. And he beats Kalisto in a not great match. I really didn't care for that match too much, because I'm not that much into Kalisto and his whole thing. I just don't get it. And then you had the main event match, and of course they pushed the big match. Big match John Cena against future big match Braun Strowman. Big match Braun sounds better. And this match went a little bit. They sold for each other, John Cena being John Cena. Never been excited to see a John Cena match. I cannot think of one. I remember actually leaving and turning off WrestleMania when it was him and The Rock. Either the first one or the second one. I didn't care about either one of them. So, yeah. But John Cena wins the match by DQ as Braun scoops up John Cena and hits the big power slam on top of steel steps. So that happens. John Cena wins the match. And it's whatever. So we do have the Hardys being the team that will team up against the Club in the Bar, as they called them. And of course Miz comes out, Miz TV, and says, hey, first kid, that's awesome. And then brings out Enzo Amore. And Enzo Amore, he did his thing, talked about Neville, talked about a little bit about the Big Cass, and then started talking smack about The Miz. Of course, they fight Enzo Amore and The Miz, and Enzo Amore wins the match, but the Miztourage beats up Enzo, and there you go. So you might have Enzo come back a little bit to the after the 205 thing. Yeah, we'll just kind of see how that goes. Excuse me, I still am suffering from this cold, so forgive me, people. Then you did have, folks, I'm sorry, hold on for just 2 seconds. I will get back to this. Okay, so I do apologize. I lost where I was. You did have the 8-man tag team match between Gallows, Anderson, Cesaro, Sheamus versus Rollins, Ambrose, and the Hardy Boys. And what a match it was. It was the main event match. He actually brought out the tag teams for the main event, which I thought was really cool. Really excited to see this happen. The Hardys won with Ambrose and Rollins winning the match. Rollins pinned Anderson for the win, and that was the end of Raw. Kind of interesting. We'll see how it goes soon. Moving forward on this Raw recap, tomorrow I'll have SmackDown. It's kind of a big SmackDown. It's going to be in Vegas, like I said, and I will be doing it after the Mae Young Classic Finals, to where I actually probably be able to pronounce the Japanese athlete's name, and we'll see who wins that. And I might do it a little bit before the end of 205 Live, since I really don't care and don't cover that too much, but I will cover the Women's Championship Mae Young Classic winner match first. So we will catch you guys tomorrow. By the way, 102550.net is the place to find all of our podcasts. We'll be doing a lot of uploading tomorrow and the next day. And the 1980s thing will be here this week. The top 8 of the 1980s, and we will have that before Friday. So you guys have a great day. Hold on. See, still sick, guys, so I'm still doing these podcasts for you because I love doing them, and I appreciate you guys every day. So we'll catch you guys real soon, and have a great night.